Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nisa and let's get right to the video. So right now all I'm doing is gluing on my tips. Those are from Sally's and I used like 8 magnets and I let my sister Alexia help me because she really wanted to cut and shape these tips. So I just got her to cut them and then she'll help me shape them a little bit later on. But please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I have a link to be linked to down below in the description. And now I'm going in with my application. I filed it just a little bit, not too much. As you can see, these are not a perfect fit for these tips. No curved nails to me will fit the thumb perfectly. And the nude I'm using is Butter Pecan from Bombnails. I'm using her size 14 brush. And the glitter is from Nails to the Hustle. And it was in a mystery kit that I got a long time ago, maybe like a year or two ago. And I did reverse Frenches and it's been a long time. This was just a complete freestyle, so I'm gonna let you guys watch and I hope you enjoy. Also, timestamps will be listed in case you would like to skip. If I ever forget anything in the description box, go ahead and let me know. And I will explain to you guys a little bit later on why I file my smile line / little nail beds. So the monomer was reacting with my peel off base coat and it was burning so bad that I was like sucking it up to just finish the other nail bed because I was already starting it and I didn't want it to dry weird. So I went ahead and poured some alcohol on it to cool it down. But you can also go ahead and put it in a spray bottle and do it that way. That way probably feels just a little bit better. Or if you have like a little bottle with like a little nozzle on it, that would work even better. But all I'm doing right now is just pouring it with the little alcohol container. But I'm gonna let you guys go back to watching, and then after this I will start my ombres. So now I'm going in with my hand file and I do it to get my Frenches to be very sharp. And you guys are going to see when in the final result, it looks very sharp and it has kind of like a red rim around it. It's because I filed it and I made sure to push that glitter up right up to that smile line. And then I went ahead and encapsulated it. But you guys are going to see exactly how I do it in case you are confused. So for this nail, I did the nail more in segments so I can make sure I was pushing it right up against the smile line and making sure I got it everywhere and it was packed nice and close on that smile line. And as you can see right now, because I pushed it so close on it, it's kind of having a red looking effect to it, and that is because there's so much glitter packed into that little area. And it's just kind of how this peachy glitter is. It has a little bit of a red, pink, and orange, blue, purple undertone, but the red was really vibrant when it hit that nude for some reason. And with this one, I just pushed it all the way up to that smile line. As you can see, they're different shapes because I did the beads differently, and I just pushed it all the way up there, and then I just let that one be that instead of being very careful with it. And as you can see, it has the same exact effect. Just make sure you push that glitter all the way up there and it's bumping into that smile line and it's very densely packed on it. You can see I went back in just to add some more glitter, and this is the Morvan clear. I showed it to you guys a couple videos ago, and I'm actually using it to encapsulate my design. As you know, gel is very, very, very clear, and you can actually do gel and acrylic and it works just fine. And I really like doing it with this because the gel is so easy to file, so it didn't really take much to get a pretty good looking shape out of everything, especially the smile line ones, because you kind of have to file deeper into it just a little bit, especially where that smile line and that glitter meets. And that is how I also got it to be pretty sharp. I'm just going to go ahead and encapsulate like regular, and I will be curing everything for a full 120 seconds. I like to do a slip layer and then grab a bead of clear and drag it down kind of in a back and forth motion, and it helps me not get so much bubbles, and it also helps me keep everything pretty nice and even. And I do like to kind of flash cure just a little bit. I'm not curing it for a full 120 yet, but at the very end I will. So now for filing, you have to remove the tacky layer or the bit is going to get clogged up, and same thing with the hand file, and it's just going to try and stick to all of that tacky layer. So remove it as best as you can and then go in and start filing. This is a 60 by 60 grit hand file, and so it was cutting through this gel like it was nothing. So you technically do not have to use this harsh of a grit with gel. You can use like a 180 hand file, which is like the same grit as the sanding band I use. Same thing for like a 100 grit hand file, something like that. But I love 80 grit and 60 by 60 grit. Those are my favorite grits just because I'm used to working with acrylic. And so for the smile line nails, I keep calling them that, for the French tips, you want to make sure that the smile line and the actual like glitter French tip part is very even, if that makes sense, because the way that I did it was I left the nail bed to be pretty high up and then the glitter not to be as high up, so when I file, it files nice and clean. So I started doing it with the hand file, but I'm going to go ahead and finish the debulking process at the actual smile line with the Kiara Sky fine drill bit. Now you can see that I'm focusing on filing where the nail bed and the actual French tip meet. And I'm making sure that the smile line is nice and clean by just going over it a lot pretty much. I'm filing over it until it looks very clean and very clear. And of course, I don't want to file down in that one area and create a weird little dip. So I'm going around the entire nail pretty much and making sure it's nice and even. But that is where I spend the most of my time filing for my French tips. And then on the other nails, I just go around the cuticle area and just across the nail as a whole. And then I just move on. But the French tips, to me, I just take a little bit more time on them to make sure the actual smile line is very nice, defined, and clear, and that the nail bed isn't too chunky, and that the actual tip of the nail is not getting super thin, because if it's getting super thin, then I'll have to stop. But I actually didn't file through to any of the glitter, surprisingly. But when I typically do it with acrylic, I filed through way too much. And you would think that this bit, because it is pretty brand new, that it would have ate through this like it was nothing. Luckily it didn't, and I did not overfile. So I'm finally getting the hang of this new bit. Now I'm going in and top coating, but at first I did use a buffer and I just took the nails off, and Alexia, she filed the tips of the nails for me to get it nice and straight. I did the thumb because the thumb is very easy for me to file, but my other fingers, they just weren't getting as square and straight as I liked it to. And I was going to go in and do like the trendy clear 3D art looking thing. However, it just did not work because all the thicker hard gels / builder gels that I have, they just weren't thick enough. And I went ahead and wiped the nail off from like the excess gel because it just makes the look not as complete. Also, it's just not good to have product on your skin in general. And please ignore the deodorant in the background. I was showing it to her that I found it. But after this, I will go in and apply my charms. It's just a little Hello Kitty charm, and then I do 2 pieces of bling. The bling part for some reason was so out of focus, but I'm using the Macart rhinestone precision glue gel, and then I cured it for a full 120 seconds. I also use my lamp to flash cure. Here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell. Everything I've linked to be linked to down below in the description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.